Speaking of health, looking good, Luca is on the cover of Men's Health. And all of a sudden, people are going, whoa, wait a minute here. Somebody got in shape. Yes. And I wonder if, does Men's Health reach out to Luca or vice versa? But Luca and his people working in conjunction with Men's Health, he's on the cover. And immediately, I was seeing the reaction, and social media was saying, yeah, but they can Photoshop that. Well, then I saw him at Yankee Stadium with Aaron Judge. Well, they didn't Photoshop that. He looks thin. He looks svelte. Talks about his whole workout routine. And he was one of those guys that felt like and Larry Bird did this. Larry Bird famously played softball and drank beer in the offseason. And then they would use training camp to get in shape. Well, I think Luka just played basketball. I don't know if he's ever lifted weights. I saw that there was a report that the place that he works out didn't have barbells and dumbbells, didn't have weights basically until recently. And then Luka started working out. And, most of this is diet, just eating right, what you drink, how much water, all of those things. But he looks good. Prior to this, even seeing this article, I said he'll be the MVP this year. I truly believe that he'll be the MVP because he's gotten to that window where we did this to Joker, we did it to Giannis, we did it to Joel Embiid. When are you going to be the best player? When are you going to be the MVP? Now, we also ask, when are you going to win a title? Well, he went further than Joel Embiid did. Embiid got his MVP. Giannis got his MVP and won a title, a couple MVPs. Joker, a few MVPs, got his title. Now it's Luka's turn because he just saw Shai Gilgeous-Alexander get the MVP and get his title, and they're around the same age. Now, all of a sudden, we're saying Shai Gilgeous is better than Luka. We're saying Anthony Edwards is better than Luka. And I'd say, hold on here. Hold on. He's better than Anthony Edwards. If you said you can have Anthony Edwards or Luka right now, I would take Luka, wouldn't even think about it. Anthony Edwards is a highlight. There's another step for him to take. And that's, the maturity aspect of this. To want to be a leader, to act like a leader. He's a wonderfully talented player, but I don't think he's better than Luka. Shai Gilgeous, Shai is proven to be a leader. He's a guy who goes out and does it every single night, and he got his team, to the NBA championship. So he's going to be ranked higher than Luka. Even though I hate these lists where we're ranking players, I would take Shai Gilgeous because I can count on him. But I think this is that year. This is the biggest year of Luka's life because we're kind of on the exit strategy end of LeBron's career, and who knows what he's saying. He was on a yacht with the Joker's agent and his agent, and talking about basically 2026. Okay, I don't know what the cryptic message means. Feels like, hey, maybe I'll go to Dallas. I got my friend Kyrie's there, and Anthony Davis is there, and I can help Cooper Flag, and I have no idea. But it feels like LeBron knows this isn't your team. And if there was any question, the Lakers have answered that because this is about Luka. And I think Luka is saying to the Lakers, I understand my role here. I understand what it means to be a leader, to be, I have this gift. I need to take care of this. You don't want to look back and say, God, I wish I would have put in the time, put in the effort. And Luka looks great. And I think that says a lot about the offseason now. I always go back to this, and as soon as I saw the cover on Men's Health with Luka, the first thing I thought of was when Michael Finley took a beer out of Luka's hand after a game. Luka is in the hallway outside the locker room, and Michael Finley takes the beer out of his hand. There's cameras there. Michael knew that. Luka's just drinking beer. And that's what I thought of. Well, now somebody's pushing you. And I thought working with LeBron, seeing LeBron, the time that he puts in, that by proxy, Luka would want to be in better shape, to know he has to be in better shape. And look out, NBA. Kyrie tells the story of Luca, and he says there was a practice where Luca scored 24 points in 3 minutes. He was cooking somebody that badly. It's hard to score 24 points, let alone 24 points in 3 minutes. But Kyrie said it's one of those moments where you go, damn. I got the MVP odds, according to DraftKings. Joker, and then SGA, and then it's Luca. So Joker plus 200, SGA plus 250, Luca plus 650. Then it's Giannis, Anthony Edwards, Victor Wembanyama, and Cade Cunningham. Victor Wembanyama in the next 2 years, I think, after that, it's his MVP. I just feel like what he's going to do is going to be game-changing.